Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're right.
Just general comments about end of the week, your tournament debut, and best round of the week.
Yeah, pretty proud of myself for today's round. It was very, very hard out there. I mean, it's obviously going to look on TV and everyone's going to see it, but it's just there's just no room to hit bad shots out there. You just get pretty heavily punished if you get it offline or get your yardage wrong into the green or whatnot. So very, very proud of the way I played out there. Really proud, hopefully, to finish in the top 10 first time here at Bay Hill. Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow start to the year, so it's good to sort of get a nice result in and hopefully build on some confidence going forward.
And can you talk about the round highlighted by an eagle?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes in, you don't even realise that it's an eagle because you're just trying to hit it to the spots that you kind of got to hit it to out there. It's just, you can't really attack at all. It's kind of just, there's a spot to hit it and that's just where you got to hit it, and you just got to kind of get lucky. You know, obviously like I did with the putt, you roll in a really nice putt there, and, you know, it's just, yeah, that round could have been even par, it could have been 6 under, just depending on the different breaks that you get throughout the round. And, you know, thankfully for me, it landed there on 4 under, and I get a bit of a positive variant there, and, you know, I'm sitting pretty here in the clubhouse.
Putting on your analyst hat for a second, is there a particular hole down the stretch that you could see getting pretty dicey this afternoon as the leaders come in?
Oh, I mean, 17, 18, brutal. I mean, the tee's up on 17, but I don't think if anyone hits it close there, they've hit a good shot. I think most guys are going to be going left of that pin, and, you know, those greens aren't taking any sort of spin. So you're going to do well to get it on the green there and have a look, and then, you know, that pin's a long way right on 18 as well. It's not till you stand there in the fairway and have a look at it, you're like, oh my God. So, look, the golf course is just not playing easy. I just don't think there's any holes out there that are just lock-in birdies before you even hit a shot. So, it's going to be kind of fun to watch now that I've finished the round, that's for sure.
Do you plan to go watch it on TV somewhere,
or? To be honest, I haven't made any plans. The last plan I made was the putt I hit on 18, so we'll probably go get some food and sit around and have a think about it. And a few of my friends here this week, so I'll probably say hello to them and, yeah, just kind of like de-stress a little bit from that last 4 hours.
Any chance 2 under somehow gets it done or no?
I doubt it would get it done. I thought maybe the putt on the last might have given me a small hope for a playoff. I think there's just too many guys that are playing nicely ahead of me, but you never know. If the wind blows this afternoon,
Might be
it's not a bad number to sit there in the clubhouse on, right?
Yeah.
Have you played with Scotty before?
Yeah, Scotty and I played a lot. I mean, I'm not sure we've played a tournament round together. I know we've played a bunch of practice rounds together. When COVID hit, he came back to Australia. We lived about 10 minutes from each other at the time, so we played a bunch of golf there, had a few beers together. So, yeah, pretty decent mates, and that was good fun out there today too.
The fact that you came out and shot 4 under today, which is probably going to be 2, maybe at least 2 better than anybody else, and most likely on an average of the field, a lot more than that. What do you attribute today's round to?
I think it's a big combination of everything. I mean, Don, my coach, came over and just helped me with a bunch of technique stuff the last couple of weeks, where it was like everything was kind of close at Phoenix and Honda, and I felt like I played better than, 2 missed cuts. I didn't feel like I did a lot wrong, and unfortunately wasn't playing the weekend there, so it didn't feel like it needed to be a big change from the way I was playing, but it doesn't surprise me to finish the way I did, given, even though the results weren't there leading up to it, the form felt like it was. I think these conditions, Scotty and I were talking about the fact that these conditions just suit Australians. I think we're used to just playing firm, fast, windy conditions, and I think that plays into our hand a lot. And I just, it was just one of those days. I think you obviously watch Adam and doesn't miss a lot of shots, so that obviously inspired you a little bit as well. And just a day where I played really nice as well. It's sort of everything kind of came together for me.
So you go next week now. Have you played there last?
No, I haven't.
So what do you hear about? I mean, you must have talked to Scotty about that a little, maybe, about next week's venue.
Not a whole lot, to be honest. I mean, I've watched it on TV, so I kind of know where the holes go at least, but it's going to be a whole different ballpark once you get out there and start looking at everything and figuring out how to play the place. You know, watching it on TV over the years, it's played quite differently from year to year, depending on whether they're happy with the greens to die on Monday or not. So, yeah, I kind of just take it on face value when I get there next week. Hopefully, you know, it'd be great to get out there and play a practice round with someone like Scotty or, you know, the guys that have played there a lot, just to, you know, pick their brains on it a little bit too.
What period was it that you and Scotty kind of hung out during COVID? Like, do you remember, like...
After the Players was shut down there for COVID,
Okay,
he flew back to Australia. So when we had that, what was it, 3 or 4 months there, we didn't have any events going.
Yeah.
We were both back in Australia. So
What city?
so the Sunshine Coast in Queensland.
Okay.
So we kind of ended up, a few of the guys, a lot of the seniors tour guys that were normally playing seniors pro-ams had nothing to do too. So we almost kind of started our own tour. Not quite at the Saudi level, but we were playing for $100 each. $100 in each Friday, just at all the different courses around the local area, and it was pretty good. We were playing with, like, you know, amateurs that were up there at the time, you know, veteran tour pros that are sort of trying to make it on tour, and then guys like Scotty. We sort of had a really nice mix, and it was so casual and so laid back, and it was like, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed that COVID lockdown.
Who were some of the kind of other notable names that we may recognize?
I remember Shaywell's Cobb played. He's a pro. Just sort of, I think he's playing in Asia a little bit now, but sort of on the rise. And Glenn Joyner was the one that was sort of organising it all. Joins sort of, I'm going to call him a veteran tour pro, and I'm not going to care that he's going to hate that. You know, just there was a lot of guys like that. I don't specifically remember a hell of a lot of other names, although that's going to offend a lot of people. There was just a bunch of, like, whether it be club pros, teaching pros, touring pros, guys that were playing pro-ams. Like, it was a nice mix. Some days we'd have 25, 30 playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were some of the different courses you guys kind of played? And did you keep any kind of standings or anything?
That we kind of had handicaps. So, like, Scotty was +6, I was +5, and then, like, some of the other guys would get a few shots here and there too, because it was... I mean, Pete Senior played one day, and they gave him scratch, and that was a disgrace, because... He's not a scratch handicap. He should have been off +4. I remember we played Perugian Springs, we played Twin Waters, that was the one I was trying to think of. We played Biwa. We played, I think, Noosa Springs. There would have been a few repeats in there as well. We played Pelican Waters. There's just a bunch of courses around there that were like... look, you probably wouldn't fly from America to go play them, but they're lovely courses to play when you're in the area too.
And do you have any idea who would have won a money list if you guys would have kept that?
Tom's waving at me from over the back, but I don't remember him taking home any cash. He's handicapped his putter. I reckon Joins might have gone... Joins was doing all right, wasn't he? Glenn Joyner was taking a fair bit of our money, which was quite frustrating when he was the boss.
Awesome.
Carts?
No, we walked.
Did you?
We were walking around.
Did you have the foam stuff in the holes and stuff?
Yeah, we had we had the foam in the cups. No rakes in the bunkers. I don't think we did scorecards. I think it was just like you just knew everyone knows what they've shot. So yeah, it wasn't breaking any COVID rules. I know that, but it was good fun.
Awesome.
Thank you, Lucas.
No worries. Cheers, guys.
Is it Herbert or Abraham?